In the same manner, we know that in early 20th century, Hitler and the Nazis, led by Hitler, killed millions of Jews. That instigated the Second World War. We know that might be that particular ideology was good for Hitler and Nazis, but not good for humanity. So we should not have it in our society. This clearly means that we as an individual should always think of a bigger profit and lesser loss. We should not think of a bigger loss and lesser profit. This is the hierarchy given by Islam. If you analyze the act of homosexuality, before that, I would like to tell you why God Almighty had given the concept of heterosexuality. The concept of heterosexuality was given by God Almighty to reproduce, to procreate. To procreate, we marry a boy and a girl for reproduction, for procreation. And the pleasure acquired from the intercourse is the incentive. It's not the purpose. The purpose is procreation. Incentive is the pleasure. The real problem occurs when the people make incentive as purpose. What they are trying to do nowadays, they are trying to make the incentive as the purpose of their life, resulting in all these problems in our society. If you analyze the human society and the effect of homosexuality on it, first we will cross-examine the medical effect. On June 5th, 1981, a research was done by United States Center of Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, and they found a particular disease, that is the pneumocystis, among 5 homosexuals. And they came to a conclusion that the basic infection is actually a sexually transmitted one. And they found this particular disease in 5 gay men of Los Angeles. To this particular syndrome, they name it as GRID, G-R-I-D, GRID. The full form of this syndrome is gay-related immune deficiency, meaning that this particular disease was found only among gays, only among homosexuals. Later on, when a study was done on large scale, they came to know after a couple of years that it is also found among heterosexuals. Then they changed the name of this GRID to AIDS, Acquired Immune Deficiency Syndrome. The previous name of AIDS was GRID, that is gay-related immune deficiency, meaning that homosexual or gays are the initiators of the disease AIDS. And till today, the basic drivers of this disease are homosexuals. They are the initiators and the basic drivers of the dreaded disease AIDS. According to United Nations survey, from 1981 till today, more than 25 million people have died due to AIDS. This year, around 30 million people are affected with AIDS. Each day, 8,000 people die due to AIDS. According to the United Nations report, apart from the AIDS, the other diseases which a homosexual can easily contract is crabs, herpes, genital herpes, hepatitis, hepatitis A, hepatitis B, and of course this HIV, and many more. If you go to the website of Gays and Lesbian Association, you will find no less than 41 diseases which can be contracted only due to the activity of homosexuality. Only due to the activity of homosexuality. No less than 41 different types of dreaded diseases a person can get. Nowadays, these diseases are not only getting stronger day by day and showing a increasing trend, but also these diseases are becoming drug resistant. The drugs which were earlier working on these diseases, nowadays they are not proving to be effective. For example, drug resistant strains of syphilis. Earlier, the medicine which we used to give for this particular disease was quite enough. But nowadays, this particular disease had become drug resistant, and the particular antibiotics which were given earlier is not working anymore. Another example which can be given is drug resistant tuberculosis. Maximum AIDS patients contract the tuberculosis disease. According to WHO, World Health Organization, according to it, tuberculosis and AIDS are co-epidemic. They are working hand in hand to wipe out millions around the globe. According to a survey done, every 4 seconds, one person dies due to tuberculosis. Every 10 seconds, one person contracts tuberculosis. Meaning that this particular tuberculosis disease is becoming stronger day by day due to the presence of AIDS in our society, which is due to, again, the act of homosexuality. Likewise, if you analyze the statistics of World Health Organization, you find many horrible stories over there, many horrible statistics, proving that the act of homosexuality is nothing but disastrous for the mankind. Coming to the next dimension of human society, that is analyzing the economical impact of legalization of homosexuality. If you cross-examine the statistics of Indian government, you will find Maharashtra government is spending 15,000 every year on one AIDS patient. In India, at an average, at least 2 million AIDS patients are there. At an average, 15,000 multiplied by 2 million. Imagine how many hundreds of crores the Indian government is spending only on AIDS patients. The other economical impact on the society is AIDS is generally killing the youths, the young, because they are actually sexually active, so they are getting affected. And AIDS is also affecting the women and the children, like anything. Because of that, you will be amazed to know that the per capita income of the society, where the AIDS is in dominance, is decreasing like anything. Why? Because of the disease of AIDS. The youths are dying and there are no bread earners in the house and in the society. This will easily prove that human society is lifting a heavy burden on economical level, especially in these days of recession, due to the act of homosexuality. If you analyze the social impact of homosexuality, you will be amazed to see another aspect, that a family is the basic core of any society. The homosexuals have 2 mothers or 2 fathers. Imagine the impact of this particular act on the children when the friends of the children will be asking in the school, what is the name of your father? He will say, the name of my father is Tom. Then the friend might be asking, what is the name of your mother? The child is responding, the name